All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today, we are pulling back the curtain on the world of air travel. We're going way beyond the standard safety demo to uncover all the secrets your flight crew knows that you don't. Ready? Let's get into it. You know that sound, right? That little ding or the bing bong that you hear in the middle of a flight? Most of us just tune it out. But what if I told you that's not just some random noise? What if it's a secret conversation happening right over your head? Yep, that's exactly what it is. It's the crew's secret language, a kind of code they use to talk to each other without alarming all the passengers. And honestly, that is just the tip of the iceberg. So seriously, buckle up because the way you think about flying is about to completely change. Okay, first up, behind the smile, and what your crew knows before you even get to your seat. Let's start right at the beginning, the moment you step onto the plane. That warm welcome aboard? Yeah, it's a lot more than just good manners. From the very second you set foot on that aircraft, the crew is in full-on multitasking mode. That smile and that hello are actually part of a super quick but absolutely critical assessment of every single person walking down that aisle. So what exactly are they scanning for? Well, a whole bunch of things. They're spotting anyone who looks sick or maybe had a few too many at the airport bar. They're noticing anxious flyers who might need a kind word, but they're also looking for what they call able-bodied passengers, people who look like they could physically help out in an emergency. And get this, they might even be checking out your shoes. For real, they're thinking, could that person run if they had to? Okay, you want to learn some of the lingo, feel like a real insider? Here's a big one. In their internal shorthand, you're not just a passenger, you're a PAX. It's just a quick, efficient term that's part of their professional language. And the code language goes even deeper. This stuff is great. If you ever overhear them talking about George, they mean the autopilot. Or if you see someone wandering the aisle looking for their seat while everyone else is buckled in, they might call that person a spinner. And going back to those chimes, a single ding, that's probably a PAX call. But that double bing bong sound, that's usually the crew talking to each other or the cockpit. See? Now you know. All right, here's one I've always been curious about. You're on a super long flight, let's say 14 hours across the Pacific, and you notice a flight attendant just vanishes for hours. Where did they go? Is there some secret portal in the galley? The answer is actually way cooler. On most long-haul jets, like the Boeing 787, there are hidden crew rest compartments. They're basically tiny hidden bedrooms, usually tucked away above the main cabin and accessed by a secret staircase. It's where the crew takes their legally required rest breaks so they stay alert and ready for anything, especially for that critical landing phase. So the secret codes in sleeping pods are pretty fun, but let's shift gears a little and talk about safety. Because when it comes to flying, the things we tend to worry about, well, they aren't always the things we should be worrying about. I mean, think about it. So many passengers get a white-knuckle grip on the armrest during a little bit of turbulence. But the real enemy, it might just be hiding in plain sight, right where you're about to eat your lunch. I am talking about the tray table. Get ready for this. Studies have found that tray tables can have 8 times more bacteria than the lavatory flush button. 8 times! On those quick turnarounds between flights, they often just get a quick wipe down, not a deep sanitization. And people, oh man, people have been seen changing diapers on them, resting their bare feet on them, you name it. So yeah, maybe pack some sanitizer wipes. And while we're on the topic of germs, here's a lovely quote from an anonymous flight attendant. It says it all really. Turbulence plus a tiny bathroom is not a great combination. The crew's biggest plea? Please, whatever you do, don't go in there without shoes on. So here's a huge tip, straight from the crew themselves. You might want to stick to bottled water. The water tanks on airplanes are notoriously difficult to clean. Because of this, a lot of flight attendants will actually avoid drinking the coffee or tea made with water from the plane's tanks. Your safest bet is always going to be bottled water and canned drinks. All right, let's tackle the big one. The number one fear for so many flyers, that shaking, that dropping feeling, that sudden jolt. Let's spend a minute decoding turbulence. This is the ultimate fear, isn't it? It's the question that pops into your head when things get really bumpy. Could this actually bring the plane down? Let me put your mind completely at ease. The answer is no, absolutely not. Modern commercial aircraft are just incredible feats of engineering.
They are built to withstand forces far, far greater than anything even the worst turbulence could throw at them.
And this really highlights the professional perspective. For pilots and experienced crew, turbulence isn't a danger, it's an inconvenience. They think of it like driving over a bumpy road. It might be uncomfortable for a bit, but it's not a safety threat to the vehicle. You know, the term air pocket is a total myth. There are no vacuums in the atmosphere. When a plane feels like it drops, it's just moving through a column of air that's descending. The plane isn't falling out of the sky, it's just riding the waves of the air, and the pilots are in complete control the entire time. The wings are always generating lift. So what is the actual risk then? It's not the plane, it's people and things inside the plane. The vast majority of injuries from turbulence happen to people who are thrown from their seats because they weren't wearing their seatbelt or they get hit by flying objects. So just keep that seatbelt fastened whenever you're seated. It's that simple.
Okay, so we've decoded the secrets and we've debunked the myths. Now, let's put it all together. This is your 2025 Flight Playbook, how you can be a safer, smarter traveler on your next trip.
Choosing your airline can definitely give you some peace of mind. For instance, Qantas is famous for its fatality-free record in the jet era. Airlines like Singapore and Emirates are always investing heavily in brand new cutting-edge aircraft. And then you have carriers like Japan's ANA, which are known for their incredibly strict maintenance standards. But remember, safety isn't just up to the airline. Here are 3 super simple things you can do. 1. Keep your seatbelt on. I know, but it's the single most important thing you can do. 2. When you first sit down, count the number of rows to the exit in front of you and behind you. If the cabin ever fills with smoke, you'll be able to feel your way out. And 3. Just listen to the crew. Every little instruction from putting your window shade up to stowing your bag has a critical safety reason behind it. So there you have it. You're now in on the crew's secret language. You know what to really look out for, and you've got a playbook for a safer flight. The next time you step on a plane, will you see things a little differently? We hope this gives you a whole new sense of confidence and awareness. Thanks for watching The Explainer.